It really is sometimes. I mean, the other day, 3 days ago, I was at the UN headquarters in New York, and the UNDP Development Impact was keenly listening to me on India's emergence as a global player and what we can really do to integrate health in all policies. But having said that, think about it. You have the Paris Agreement on climate change, you have the Sustainable Development Goals, you have the Sendai Framework for Disasters, you have the Addis Ababa Declaration, you have the Prime Minister's 10-point agendas. What does it really mean to a deputy commissioner in a district? What does it really mean to the state secretariat or to a municipal corporation? It means nothing. So the case I had raised to the UN General Assembly and to the people at UNDP was, how can you really translate these global policy frameworks into local action? When you have buildings collapsing, when you have cities being flooded, when you have people dying for no fault of theirs, it is a public health problem. When you have a civil war going on for days on ends, when you have inequity staring at your eyes, it is a public health problem. And you might be getting degrees for, and you might want to even flaunt it everywhere. But then if you do not be a ground worker, I mean, it's good to work in four walls sometimes, but it's also important to be a ground worker and translate your grassroots level knowledge into scientific literature and then into advocacy. So you can't be saying that, okay, I would want a job in an academic institution, or I would rather prefer working in the field. No, your job doesn't end there. Your job is a multi-dimensional job. You need to be fluent in advocacy, you need to be fluent in communication, you need to be fluent in lobbying, you need to be fluent in negotiation, you need to be good at even convincing political leaders. So I'll give you a simple case study. I had filed a public interest litigation in the Supreme Court for setting up domain experts under the DM Act 2005 on Jan 9th. This was dismissed by Chief Justice Keher, who had his own priorities in life, but nevertheless the Ministry of Home Affairs was very happy, saying that, chalo, abhi to we don't have to file a B report at all. But what happens then? You have India as a country losing $10 billion from disasters every year, and it doesn't matter at all. Your economic development or the Prime Minister's vision will be a watershed moment for a country. I mean, because we on one hand are trying to empower our people, trying to push businesses, and on the other hand we keep losing it from time to time. It's something, during a disaster everybody wants to do something, but the moment 10 days are past, 20 days are over, it's forgotten. So you need to think through of how you can really reinvent the wheel, keep channeling the existing resources, and then build from there on. I was working on a monitoring and evaluation in the boat clinics of the Brahmaputra River, because you have boat clinics run by the National Health Mission and the Center for Northeast Studies in Assam. And it's fascinating to know that people there, even as we talk today, do not know, they do not know the time, they don't have a clock, but they all have a basic phone. So can we think of why such difficult to reach regions have phones today? You have Coca-Cola or Pepsi reaching everywhere, but then access to healthcare is still a bottleneck and a problem. You won't have immediate solutions to these problems, but over time, over consistent persistence and effort, I think we will achieve it. It would be wrong to be pessimistic about whatever we feel in life, and it's very easy to blame others, but get there, be that change, and I leave you with a very, I don't know if it's called revolutionary, but can we do an Arab Spring in India? This is a question I would like to leave you with. Thank you, Jai Hind.